Aloha, this is Brother Matt, back in the studio. I'd like to take some time today to talk to you guys about writing a song. It's an important process that every band goes through, figuring out how to write a song from the start, how to go through the process of bringing it into the band, and then finally how to perfect it once the band all knows their parts. So we're going to break that down for you today in studio. So I've been thinking about this idea. I have this riff in my head, and I want to try to bring this out and create a song from it. So I know this song needs to be a little bit upbeat. I got to figure out what the BPM is. And then I also need to figure out how I'm going to incorporate some sort of groove into it. What sort of vibe do I want to portray with this song? So I'm going to start there. One point I want to bring up is that there's a constant struggle that at least I've experienced, and I know James has experienced, and musicians typically experience when they're writing a song. It's hard to get the exact sound that you have in here into the instrument that you're playing. So the idea starts something like this. Something simple, right? Nothing really complicated yet, just come up with that idea. Get your head into it, just feel that groove. Play it right. And just keep that going. So I'm walking over to this little stand over here. I'm gonna sit down, work on this idea. So I'm gonna be playing off my Fender Deluxe 3 over here. She's my baby. And playing off my Mexican-made mint green Stratocaster. And here we go. We're gonna break this down. So before I get started, I'm gonna talk about my pedal board for a second. So this pedal board, I like to think of it as flavor, right? It's adding some flavor onto what I'm doing. It's a palette. So I'm trying to figure out, speaking in terms of colors, what color I want to incorporate in this sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on some of my pedals here and seeing which one kind of brings that flavor that I'm looking for, that I'm going to try to tie into my actual melody. So let's start off with our Ghost Echo here. So I like that one. That's pretty good. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to try out some other ones. I got this Supermoon here. This is another pedal, effects pedal. Let's see how this sounds. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's go on to the carbon copy. Delay. So they all did something unique, something different. I think for me, my favorite was the Ghost Echo, so I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to continue to work on the Ghost Echo. What I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to try to loop in the actual melody that I'm working on. So I have a looper pedal up here, and that's basically going to allow me to hear this melody over and over and over again until I start to kind of build ideas off of it. So if I play it right and I loop it in, I can now work on kind of building blocks for this song. What do I want in there next? So that's what we're going to do. So now I'm going to go into the loop process. I modified that riff a little bit. I added something on to the end of it to try to really just complete the sound and then give it more of a depth to it. So I'm going to give this new idea a try on the looper. Here we go. Alright, so we laid out the riff idea. It's on the looper. We got it close, not perfect, but that's alright. I should have used a metronome, but when we play it with the band, we're going to try to get it down tight. For now, it's good. So the next thing I want to do is I want to try to lay down a nice bass line that's going to accompany this riff, give it a little bit more flavor. So I'm going to put the riff back on. I'm going to start playing this bass line idea, and I'm going to try to loop that in. And once I have that done, then I'm going to start playing around with this idea a little bit more, seeing what else comes from it. So we'll start by playing the looper, get that going, and then I'll start laying that bass line. The song's in G. So I'm gonna have James come in. He's gonna accompany me on the drums, and we're gonna try to work on this idea a little bit further. Now that we have a bass line down, we got the general riff down, we're gonna see where it goes from here. So obviously it's gonna continue to change and evolve. That's the next step.